Okay. Hi, my name is Rizka and I'm from Batam International University. Uh, Now I want to make some video vlog that's for completing my assignment, that is English assignment. Uh, that's making some video about culture in international, which is I choose Singapore, and then culture about national, which is I choose Batam, whereas I live in here. Okay, that's it. Okay, uh, first I want to talk about Singapore. Singapore is very near from Batam. That's needs 1 hour from Batam to Singapore, using a very good like that. Yeah. Okay. So in Singapore, there's no need a car because public transportation is very excellent and walking is very good way to explore the city. In Singapore, that's a very clean city because there is no amenities, and you cannot littering everywhere, because if you litter in there, you can charge, and you can get a charge from the government. And then uh, in Singapore, there is a aromatic spice store of Little India, the tumble down back street of Chinatown, and then you can still possible to find a calligraphers and fortune tellers. And then on Bukit Timah and the central catchment area, there is a splendid Singapore zoological garden. And then the East Coast features good seafood restaurants and on long stretches of sandy beach. And then if you go day trip to Singapore, you can go to the Sentosa, which is the island amusement arcade, which is linked to the south coast by a short causeway and a cable car. And then if there is a music, theater, and the nightlife in the Singapore, all are abundant in the remarkable city. And then when you visit the Singapore, you can the visitors seek out Singapore for business and finance, and also for a fascinating and holiday with a family. With the whole family you have. And then Singapore is both an island and a country. Very a small island, and also that's a country, nothing island in there. And then Singapore is also a multicultural city, and close to 1/4 of its population are expatriates for foreign workers from all over the world. Known for its desire to become the technology of Asia, which is Singapore is the most wired country in the region. In public place Singapore, you should claim when making payment at shopping and food counter, and also when taking a bus. And then you must give your seat to small children, parents, or pregnant women while on public transportation. While in the public transportation like a bus or a train, which is that one MRT, and then in some public place, I think, like while queuing, like queuing lah pokoknya. In a public place in Singapore, you can eat or drink inside the train, like inside in the MRT, because there is a rules, or there's a rules. If you do that, you can charge. You can get charged from the government. And then in a public place, you can talk loudly, especially in closest place like on the bus, on the MRT. You can talk loudly because that can disturbing any people. And then if you walking around in Singapore, you should use the crossing provided at the red light, uh, like using the zebra cross, because if you don't do that, it can make you get in trouble from the government. And then, yeah, in what I said earlier, you cannot littering everywhere, because Singapore is a very clean place. Okay, and then you can speak carefully, and then next, in a public place, you you use you should use your tissue to mark your seat when in the hawker center and the food canteen, or like in restaurant, or in a junk food place, anything else. And then you should return the food tray after using in the cleaning area. When in the hawker center, in the cafeteria, you should put your tray back. Yeah, you can help that worker to do that. And then it's very that don't bid on price, or price have been set. Discount will be least if there are any. Yeah, you should pay on the price that show that you can bid that, because if there is a discount will be least there are any. Okay, maybe that's it for Singapore description about the culture. Okay, next is the national time, which Batam. Okay, just a few decades ago, Batam Island was a land of fisher and artisan who used to live here in a small village. However, the island became a part of the free trade zone in that year. Okay, and it had become one of the most popular resort destination for travelers from all over the world. Anyway, you still can come and see a little local settlement which is far from the modern world. People here still build their houses as their ancestors did many centuries ago. They celebrate traditional holidays, and they earn money by farming, fishing, and crafting. Teluk Mata Ikan and Bakau Sari are the most peculiar settlement on the island. There are not only ancient houses and administrative buildings, but also antique religious ones. Family holiday with kids in Batam Island, how to entertain your child, things to show to children, even though Batam Island became an extremely attractive tourist destination only a few decades ago, it already can be considered as a perfect place for a holiday with children or a whole family. Nowadays, the abandoned Vietnamese village has already been reconstructed, and it looks just the way it always was. Now it's a highly fascinating museum dedicated not only to the Vietnam War, but to the Vietnamese culture and mode of a life as well. You can see diverse traditional houses, farm building, a great variety of decor items, and the corner here. And in Batam, you can find cuisine for gourmet with the top restaurant and cafe. If you're looking for a European and American cuisine, you can easily find it here on the Batam Island. In Batam Island, there's Jabal Arafah Mosque is a huge building that proves that religion and modern technologies can actually be a worthy fusion. One more dignified site is the Barelang Bridge. It's a significant construction which represents skill of modern architect. The bridge connects Batam Island to Rempang and Galang. The population in Batam, although the native people of Batam are of a Malay origin, the expansion and development of the island have brought people of diverse ethnic groups from all over Indonesia. These people come to Batam for a better opportunities in terms of career and living condition in general. The majority of local life in coastal village, while the sea people or orang laut in Batam say live on the boat houses and a boat. Orang laut live on the sea to fish for a living, in which they sell some their catches to Singapore. Yeah, it can be linked in Singapore and Batam. The language in Batam mostly used like a Malay language. Bahasa Indonesia is the primary language that is used to be communicated among the population here. In business communication, however, English is also used as common as bahasa. In addition, Batam is now a tourist destination. The majority of people can understand English, and some can even speak the language quite fluently as well. Next, the traditional dance. Even though Batam is a quiet diverse, the culture is still predominantly of Malayan and Islam. The culture can be reflected in local dance, music, and various forms of art. Some popular tradition dance include jogi dance, zapin dance, and of course the first one is persembahan dance, or it can be named like welcoming dance for a guest. For over the world, this persembahan dance or the name is Tari Sekapur Siri. It often used for welcoming guests for over the world, and the next is Ronggeng dance, a dance where guests can be invited to participate. The local performance in Batam, it can be used. The Makyong drama is a performance incorporating both music and dancing. The story of this performance is about a country called Riau, which is generally believed to be the origin of Riau province name. Riau is ruled by a respect and a wise king. One day, the king learns that his daughter, the princess, has given birth to the animal called siput gondang, or the gondang snail. Humiliated and disturbed, the king ordered the newborn to be exiled to the wilderness. Years later, when the king is told that the snail has grown, he ordered for it to be brought to the palace. There, the shell is broken, and a beautiful prince emerges from the damaged shell. The king then names her Putri Siput Gondang, or Princess Siput Gondang. The celebrations are then run for 7 days and 7 nights in her honor. The art centers in Batam, in the Padepokan Seni Art Center located in the district of Sekupang. Arts and craft from all parts of Indonesia can be found there. Tourists and visitors can see various types of performance that are held every day. Another Sekupang's art center that is worth visiting is an Indonesian art village called Desa Seni. Its core objective is to maintain, conserve, and develop the Indonesian culture. Moreover, the Art Center is also in charge of the Cultural Institute, in which qualified instructors are allowed to host show and course for visitors. Maybe that's all from Batam. Thank you.